Hey YouTube, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Check this out. Received a shipment from RC4WD from the USA today. Or received it yesterday. I had to pick it up from the post office and pay customs and handling fee today. Poor European Union citizens. 0.7 inch stamped steel beadlock wheels for my Trailfinder 2. This guy drives me nuts. I thought there are so many videos out there about the 1.0 inch stamped steel beadlock wheels from RC4WD because they are a little bit difficult to mount. Why not make a video about the small ones, an unboxing video and how to mount them? I don't know if they are as complicated or complicated. If you know how to do it, it's not that complicated. For my Trailfinder 2, if you saw my last video, you know I complained nearly about everything in this truck. Only not about the tires, because they are real good. So why buy new tires? I also bought Milestar Patagonia. I like the 1.0 ones. And the cool stamped steel beadlock wheels. Well, I guess that's women buy shoes and men buy rims and tires. And this guy, it drives or drove me nuts, but video will be out soon. Solved nearly all problems, was testing motors for more than a week and bought some new motors in vain. Nearly everything had to be improved in this truck, but the tires, and that's why I bought tires. But now it's nearly finished. I only have to install the microelectronics. That's a nice place for a small lipo, and a light switch, and mount the electronics here. And you see this, super cool, but I will show it to you in the next video, hope next weekend. I probably have to take out a little bit of the interior here because of the, as you see now, much larger motor. A little bit with the shocks and finish wiring for the lights, and then hopefully next weekend I can make a video about this sucker. But now let's check those tiny beadlock wheels. Guess you guys like unboxing videos. Me too, I don't know why. Totally stupid to watch a person unbox. Okay, that's a tiny tool. Probably because those wheels do come with scale hex hardware. And this tiny tool is probably for a 1.0 to a 1.0 for a 1.5. No. For a 1.3 XLSX24. Yes, it seems to be for a 1.3 millimeter hex driver, and this is probably 1.5 millimeter. Let's check. Come on. Those are pre-mounted. Okay. And that's a 1 point. Come on. Did I... Come on, RC4 drive tool. Or did I use the wrong... Maybe I used the wrong side. Yes. Okay, nice little tool for the screws. Scale hex hardware. But I will not use it, I guess. To have something better. What should work? One, two, three, four, five, and six. So here they are. Compare the size. That's a stamped steel RC four-wheel drive 1.0 inch. Wow, much larger. And here we see 4 parts again. Same thing as in the 1.0 ones. And probably the same mess, and there are no longer screws, but we do already know how to do those. What's the size? I assume 1.4 millimeter. No, 1.6 millimeter. Okay, we need longer 1.6 millimeter screws. What will probably make it much easier to mount those. So I take two 1.6 millimeter and let's check if it works. Yes, and let's do it the same way as always. Don't know if you want to watch me. I will probably speed it up. But first let's take the tires out. Milestar Patagonia. I really like those for the larger trucks in 1.0 for the SCX24. They should have about the same size as the Mickey Thompson. No, they are a little bit better. Let's compare them later. So, foams inside. Nice, grippy, sticky. And now the same game again. They are not directional. That's okay. Come on. And as you know, you have to check that's everything lined up. Therefore, come on, that's not nice. Okay. And I even don't try to start with short screws. Probably this will drive you as crazy. And if it's big problems, I even start with from the back side. Let's see if we can mount those. And the same mess. Okay. Let's start with back side. No pause needed, even have 1.5. And number 2. What a mess. Let's take 2 more. maybe a little bit shorter ones. And now from the back side. What's the front? Here, that's front and back side, of course. So simply press them in. Come on. Okay. That's the same mess as with the large 1.0 ones. And I have to line those up. Seems to be that way now. Oh man, it's so tiny. Normally I would use a loop, but I'm working in front of camera. Come on. Where's this one? Okay, that one. So should go that way, and I hope okay, and everything lined up. You see, that's not my trick. I don't know, maybe it's my trick. And they slip out easy. Man, oh man. Come on, come on. Seem to be 1.3. Where's 1.5? They seem to be even more difficult to mount. Get a grip. Yes, has a grip. Okay. One. It's my first one. Probably I should have tried before. And of course I could use the electric screwdriver or the smaller one. So they slip out. That's not nice. That's not nice. Okay. I can already tell you now, they are horrible. So come on. Front side. Back side. Do I really have to take it out again? Those tires do have super tiny lips. No, here, there. They should work. I have to take it to separate, take it apart again. Hi. What a mess. I do already see people complain again a lot. So let's try it again. So here's the lip. But the tire seemed to be much too wide for the Super. narrow beadlock ring. Okay, now those come on. This came out again too. I'm already angry. I have to mount 4. Okay, that's okay now. And here, that's this beadlock ring seems to be super narrow. Would be much easier if this beadlock ring would be about 2 mil wider. And now I have to align it again. Seems to be that way. Come on. Okay. So now everything's nice and fine. And now let's try to carefully, one by one, okay, no pressure at all, very soft. What a mess. Are you still here? Who will watch people trying to mount beadlock wheels? Okay. Still everything in? Yes. So what I do already now, they are not easier to mount than the large 1.0 ones. They are maybe even more difficult. Okay, very slightly. Now I will take 2 of the scale hex screws. Wow. Oh man. So very slightly, little bit. Okay, now let's take the long ones out. 2 more. There seem to be no spare screws. Oh, so if you lose one, oh my god. Let's take the long one out in front. And the last 2 ones. And don't lose them if you don't have those. And now seems to be fine. Thanks. Okay. And now the game, as you know, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Okay, here it is. The first. Man. Oh my god. What is this? That's unbelievable. Did you see this? In my opinion, this beadlock ring is too narrow. Okay, I will try it again off camera now. Okay guys, it's about 1.5 hours later now, and I'm so super angry. I'm not able to mount those Milestar Patagonias to the stamped steel 0.7-inch Beadlock rims. It's unbelievable. I tried, you see I have rubber bands here. I tried to press the tire, I tried to press it that way. Of course, I always started with the long ones, but that's not important. I tried it with 6 long ones. You even don't have to think. You could start with the short ones, which come with the tires or with the rims. And now you see, it seems the tire is mounted, but those are not pressed together, still super loose. And I tried it, I don't know, 15, 20 times. I tried to press the tire during mounting all the time. Then I used this rubber band and it seemed it worked better. But as soon as I did it with loop, of course, I checked after every turn of a screw, and of course I tried with 6 long screws too. Finally now I tried with 3 long and 3 short ones, those scale ones, and still not far in enough to use the short ones. I compared the end of the screws, did it only half turn, half turn, half turn, and now I do it much harder than I did, of course. I'm so angry. Wow. And you think it will work this time, and you think it will work this time. It's still super loose, and I did it much more carefully before, of course. And only half a turn, half a turn, half a turn. Now there's a little bit of pressure already, but only a tiny little bit. And in the last trials I tried then to use no, they still won't grip, you see? It's still not far in enough. And I also tried it with 6 of the long ones. Oh, yes. And you go a little bit. I did it super slow, much slower than now. You go a little bit, you go a little bit, you go a little bit, no matter if with 3 or with 6. Little bit, little bit, little bit. And now probably the scale ones would already start, but I used 6 long ones and thought I would mount the tire with long ones and then take one of the long ones out. And what's the problem here? Speed up to show you that it's not possible. So now still everything seems to be all right, but the tire is far from mounted. And check it here, it slips out again. It's, in my opinion, not possible to mount those Milestar Patagonias to those rims because, you see it slips out again, because those rims are too narrow or the tires are too wide for this. Check this out. I'm so super angry. It's far from being mounted firmly. on the back side. I also had, sometimes it worked on the front side, but not on the back side. So check it out here. It's not in, it's out. It's unbelievable. I'm so super angry. Those rims, or this tire, is too wide. Also not too large, but too wide. And it's impossible. Maybe it would be possible, or will be possible, to mount those on the Mickey Thompson Baja claws, because those are much narrower. But on the super cool Patagonias, I wasted 1.5 hours now with this. What a pain. And I give up now. Check it out. It's out. I will, what do you think? I will write an email to RC4WD drive. I also had problems with one type of tires, RC4WD drive tires, with the 1.0 stamped steel beadlocks. I don't remember which ones, but you can get a lot of different 1.0 beadlock rims for those tires, and I use them with other rims, but there are no other 0.7 beadlock rims out. So super angry. Didn't want to stop this video like I do now. I wanted to show you the new rims on the truck, but I will stop now. In the next video you will see this sucker running and totally new truck, and then I will hopefully have a solution for this. Maybe I will use them with the Mickey Thompson Baja claws, the stamped steel beadlock rims, and I think I should complain at RC4WD drive. Really sorry for this, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. I'm angry, but I will be back.